My name is Lomax. I'm a principal engineer and I have 15 years of experience. Oh man, it's a great question. I love using React, particularly. React and Spring Boot are always sort of my favorites. There was a client where they had mostly inexperienced developers, and I and another consultant came in and did a lot of work to try to help build their confidence. And that team, after 6 months or even less, the lesser experienced developers were already getting a lot more comfortable with the tools they were using, and they were getting more comfortable asserting themselves in meetings and contributing to conversations. The project I'm most proud of was probably the first one I ever did as a consultant. It was React Spring Boot with Groovy on the back end, and there was just a whole lot of work to do, and we had a huge team. We all worked together really well, and we saw that product through to completion, and it worked really well. That's a good question. My dad was a software developer starting back in the 70s, and that's what he did for most of his life. So I was always around computers. We had computers around the house before most of my friends did, and we had internet reasonably early, 28.8 modem. I made my first website when I was in 7th grade, I think. My dad taught me how to use HTML, and it was ugly, but that was the first thing I ever did, and I thought it was really cool. Then in high school I started doing some more serious programming, not a ton, but a little bit, and decided to go to college and get my computer science degree. Typical day for me, I drop my kids off at school, then that's probably not what you're asking about. For me, it's different depending on the client and the kinds of things that they want from their consultants. Right now, the team that I'm on, it's very much like I'm just a normal part of the team. So it's usually, I log in, we have our stand-up every morning, totally remote. I work from home almost every day. Sometimes I come into the office, but I have the option of being completely remote, which I like. After that, it's a pretty normal work day of just working on my stories and interacting with the rest of the team, asking and answering questions, doing code reviews. That's about it. Lunch. I just use my laptop. I have like a monitor and keyboard and mouse, but I usually just flip her open and start going. I follow a lot of blogs and like aggregate services that'll say, people sharing posts with new tech, and I follow a lot of like sort of preeminent, especially JavaScript people online, because that world is just changing all the time. So to hear them talk about new tooling and stuff just keeps my head in that space. All of my talents are known because I'm not, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm not humble. No, just joking. Secret talent. I can play guitar.